the little known timeline for selling your home fast in Richmond, and when to start preparing. Let me ask you something. If you knew the exact timeline that could help you sell your home faster, for more money, and with way less stress, would you want to know it? Of course you would. The truth is, most Richmond homeowners start the process way too late. And by the time they realize it, they've left money on the table. Today, I'm breaking down the little-known timeline for selling your home fast in Richmond and when you really need to start preparing. And stick around, because following this roadmap could save you weeks of headaches and potentially thousands of dollars. Now here's the big myth. People think selling a house is as simple as stick a sign in the yard and wait for offers. That's like showing up for a marathon without training. You could do it, but you're going to regret it halfway through. So here goes. 90 days out, the secret prep phase. This is where the winners are made. About 3 months before you want to list, you should already be making moves. Why? Because the best sales don't start when your home hits the MLS. They start long before that. Now at this stage, walk through your house with a brutally honest eye. Or better yet, have a trusted realtor. Hi, that's me. Walk through it with you. Start creating your punch list of fixes, and we're not talking HGTV level renovations here, just the stuff that buyers notice immediately. Chipped paint, loose doorknobs, squeaky hinges, stained carpet. Think of it like a first date. You don't have to be perfect, but showing up with mustard on your shirt is not a good look. Now, about 2 months out, light updates and strategy mode is what I would call this. 2 months before listing, it's time to tackle the value multipliers. These are the things that don't cost much but make buyers feel like the home is worth more. Fresh paint in neutral colors, updated light fixtures or cabinet hardware. Little changes, but big impact. Landscaping touch-ups. Remember, in Richmond, we've got 4 strong seasons. So if you're selling in spring, show off the blooms. Summer, make sure that grass isn't crispy brown. And in fall, rake up those leaves. Here's where strategy comes in too. Now, we're not just fixing up your home, we're creating a game plan. Which week do we want to hit the market? What other homes are likely to be competing at the time? Do we need professional staging, or will staging consult plus light styling do the job? This is when we map out all that. So when it's time to go, we're not scrambling. Now, I had a client in Chesterfield who decided to start this process 60 days out instead of 10. And by the time we listed, their home looked incredible. They were the only polished property in their price range, and guess what? They had 3 offers in the first 48 hours. Now about 30 days out, showtime prep. Now we're getting into the critical countdown. At this point, your home should be close to listing ready. This is when you schedule professional photography and video, nail down your pricing strategy. Pro tip, here in Richmond, the sweet spot is often slightly under your target to spark competition and drive the price up. We're going to declutter. And I don't mean shove things in closets, because buyers open those too. Think of this like dress rehearsal before opening night. Every detail matters, because once those photos go online, your home becomes a product competing for attention. Richmond buyers are savvy. They've scrolled Zillow at 2 a.m. They've toured a dozen homes online before stepping foot in one of them. If your listing photos don't shine, you've already lost half your audience before they ever even drive by. Now 2 weeks out, that's the final touches and the hype. 2 weeks before launch, it's all about tightening the screws, deep clean. Yes, even the baseboards. Buyers notice that. Add fresh mulch outside. It's Richmond. We love our landscaping. Finalize all your marketing materials so that the second we list, everything looks polished and professional. This is also when we start building buzz, quietly telling neighbors, planting the seed with buyer's agents, hinting on social media. By the time we go live, buyers should already be waiting. At launch week, we hit the market like a pro. Now it's game time. Your home is live. And because we started this timeline early, you're not just on the market, you're positioned to win the market. Open houses, private showings, agent outreach. All of it flows smoothly because the foundation is already set. And that's when you get results everyone wants. More showings, more offers, less stress. Now, what happens if you wait too long? Here's the tough love part. Most sellers wait until 2 to 3 weeks before they want to move to start preparing. And that's when corners get cut. The cleaning isn't thorough. The photos don't pop. The pricing isn't strategic. And the house sits. And the longer it sits, the more buyers wonder, what's wrong with this place? Which is not the question you want hanging over your listing. Here's the real takeaway. Selling fast isn't just about luck. It's about timing, preparation, and having the right strategy for your market. Richmond is unique. A timeline that works in Atlanta and Chicago doesn't necessarily work here. If you're even thinking about selling, don't wait. Reach out 90 days before you want to list, and we'll map out your personalized plan. That way, by the time the sign goes up, you're already 10 steps ahead of the competition. Speaking of competition, next week's video is all about pricing psychology, how buyers really look at numbers, and how the right strategy can help you net more without chasing the market. If this video is helpful, hit subscribe. I post weekly tips for Richmond area homeowners who want to sell smarter. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.